A crowd of about 5,000 gathered outside Globe Derby to listen to the AC/DC concert. And as the night went on and more alcohol was consumed, the trouble increased. It began with youths throwing bottles and rocks at police. Then, when a 14-year-old was arrested over a stolen car, the crowd attacked the vehicle, turning it over and smashing its windows. Neil Mallard from the Salisbury filmmaking group Rough Cut was at the concert shooting for a documentary and saw the violence firsthand.
There was a period where the police just had no control. I mean, their authority didn't mean a cracker, basically.
To try and alleviate the situation, the police arranged for some gates to be opened about half an hour before the concert finished. That didn't stop the trouble though, and several fences were pulled down by the crowd. In all, 36 people were arrested, most charged with willful damage and disorderly behaviour. Liberal Rob Lucas believes the violence was avoidable and says there were no problems at indoor AC/DC concerts in the eastern states.
It's really only been here where you've got some thousands of young people congregating outside where there is obviously the potential for this sort of thing to occur. And unless action's taken pretty soon, and this may well be a reoccurring theme for rock concerts in South Australia, and obviously that's something we don't want to see and we should seek to prevent.
Mr Lucas says the Bannon government must adopt one of the low-cost proposals for an entertainment centre put to it last year. Otherwise, he believes there will be repeats of last night's violence. Sharon Nottle, 7 News.
Sponsored by Australian band AC/DC. Broken barricades were the result of 5,000 stampeding fans pushing their way in to join the well-behaved audience of 15,000. During the riot, the 40 police officers and 100 private security guards became targets for rocks and bottles.
I don't think it would have been able to be stopped. There was so many on the outside. You know, we were just walking around the outside. There's heaps of people just drinking.
Police and promoters say alcohol was to blame. Tour organiser Trevor Hunt, who refused to be interviewed, has called for a 1-kilometre dry zone around outdoor concerts and greater police powers to control what he called the hoon element. That problem has already been solved at Memorial Drive. Regulations stop fans from standing outside the gates and drinking alcohol, following similar problems at a Cold Chisel concert in 1985. AC/DC band member Angus Young says it's the government's responsibility to control crowds.
It's a government problem, nothing to do with us. I mean, we played, we enjoyed it. The only trouble that I know of was outside, and that's out of our responsibility.
Today, the state government owned up to that responsibility by calling for a full report into last night's violence. Emergency Services Minister Don Hopgood says he's waiting for advice from the Police Commissioner on extending the dry zone to other concert venues.
We may even have to ban some venues from use on the grounds that we simply can't get proper control.
Dr Hopgood expects to receive the police report in about a week. Penny Clark, Eyewitness News.